18-year-old plaintiff Chelsea Davis is suing her ex-boyfriend's current girlfriend, Antoinette Jones, for damaged and stolen property. Chelsea alleges that Antoinette stole her car and broke all the windows with a shovel.
All right, Chelsea, why don't you tell us how this case arose? What happened?
Your Honor, I don't even know this girl. The only thing we have in common is Aaron. I've been dating Aaron since I was 14. I got pregnant with my daughter when I was 15, had her when I was 16.
So how old is your baby now?
My baby is 2 years old. I have a picture
of her.
Is he
taking care of the baby?
Yes.
Moderately.
Yes.
He does his obligations, which is child support.
He does his obligations. All right. Well, that's what the court's interested in.
Right.
All right. So tell me, how is it that we came to, have this incident?
Aaron is flip-flopping between the both of us. He tells me that he wants to be there for me and my daughter so we can raise a family. But every time me and Aaron gets in an argument, he'll run back to her.
Who is he living with?
But he spends the nights over there regularly.
Is he ever with you?
Yeah.
He is. All right. All right. Tell me about the day that this fight happened.
Okay. It all started June 14th, 2008. We called Mrs. Jones.
Who's we? You?
Me and Aaron. We both were there.
Were you there, Aaron?
No.
Okay. So you call her. What do you say to her?
She didn't pick up the phone because her cousin stated she was asleep.
Okay.
So she called back the next morning, arguing with me, telling me that Aaron only wants me because I have this baby and he really wants her. She's been knowing him since she was 11, 10. Just a bunch of mess, really. So we end the conversation, say we can handle this in person. So I go get Aaron's sister because she doesn't want me to go over there by myself, right?
Go over where? Where are you going?
We're going to the gas station.
What's your point in going to the gas station?
To confront him because...
So you're going to the gas station to confront him even though she's there and you just spoke to her?
Yes.
You think you're going to the gas station to confront her too?
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. All right, so what happens when you get to the gas station?
I get out the car, I tell Aaron, like, this whole situation is bogus. You just spent the night over at my house last night.
Is this Sunday? Is the 15th Sunday?
It's Father's Day.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, so then me and Aaron's sister walk over to her side of the car where she's at, in Aaron's car. Miss Jones gets out the car with the crowbar. His sister says, what are you going to do with that crowbar? She says, I'm about to go break out these windows in this car. So it was intentional that she was going to break out the windows in my car. So I went over there. I'm like, she's not breaking out nothing in my car. So I hit her.
How?
She was right here. Aaron's sister was in the middle, and I was behind his sister.
And what's he doing?
Nothing.
Is he in the car or out of the car?
Can I speak?
He's standing outside the car.
Okay, so everybody's out of their cars.
Yes.
What's the next move?
She swung the crowbar, hit me and Aaron's sister.
With a crowbar?
Yes.
Where?
She hit me right here on my eye.
Did you have an injury there?
Yeah, but it healed up in like a day. I didn't go to the hospital.
You didn't go, so it didn't bleed?
No, it was just swole.
With a crowbar, you didn't bleed?
No.
Defendant Antoinette Jones admits to breaking out the plaintiff's windows as a response to her threats, but denies stealing any of her belongings.
All right, so after the crowbar, then what happens?
Then somebody took the crowbar away from her. We were fighting. We fell on the ground. The girl got on top of me. She bit my face, which is right here. The mark is still there.
I'm looking at the right side of your cheek. I see like a circular bruise.
That's the bite mark that she bit me.
That's from her mouth?
That's from her mouth.
Did you bleed?
No, but it was really red, and I'm dark-skinned, so it's hard to get red.
Is that a scar?
Yes.
Have you been to a doctor?
Yes. They said that I just need to put fading cream on it and
it's going to disappear?
Yeah, in about a couple of months.
Then what?
I then push her into Aaron's car, which breaks out his back window.
You push her through the back window?
I didn't push her through. I pushed her into it. But when she got pushed into it, it broke out his back window.
Yeah, you pushed her through the back window.
Right.
Go ahead.
So then the fight ended. I was over by Aaron. We were arguing. So then while we're over there arguing, Miss Jones jumps in my car and drives away.
Okay. So what do you do then?
So then the police came. They asked, okay, what happened? We explained the fight.
Okay, the police came. All right, Antoinette, let's talk about June 15th.
June 15th, can I tell you about June 14th?
Sure.
because she's not telling you the truth. The phone conversation, she said a lot over the phone, and I'm surprised she's not telling you everything she said. She calls me and threatened to break out my house windows. She had her friends leaving messages on the phone.
Saying they were going to knock out the windows in your house?
She said that herself, that she was going to knock out my house windows, and I told her
Did you call the police?
No.
Go ahead.
And I told her if she was to knock out my house windows, I asked her, what do she think I'm going to do to her?
Your Honor.
No. Go ahead.
Then the next day come, she was coming to my house, but we already at the gas station. As I look back, she's standing on the side of the door where I'm sitting at.
How does she know you're at the gas station?
Because in order for her to get to my house, you have to pass the gas station.
So she sees you at the gas station?
Sees his car at the gas station.
And she's with Aaron's sister?
Yes.
Okay.
When she first walked up to the car, she said, get out the car so we can fight and I can go to work and you can go do what you gonna do. That's what she said.
It's like you're gonna schedule it in for the day.
Yeah, and she grabs my face and claws me. That's why I have a scratch right here in my face. You can't really see, I got makeup over. It's
okay.
A scratch
what did she
right
scratch your face with?
Her nails.
Okay. Did you have a crowbar?
It was a club. The club to the car. The club was already down by my feet. Yes.
What does the club look like?
The thing that you lock the steering wheel with.
That's pretty heavy. It's metal. It's a metal heavy instrument. All right. What do you do with the club?
I swing it at her.
Then what?
Then it escalates into us fighting. I eventually get on top of her. That's when I bit her. And then he broke it up after that. And when I get up, I go check on my little cousins because they were in the back seat of the car with the window shattered.
How old are they?
There was a 4-year-old in the back, an 8-year-old, a 5-year-old, and another 8-year-old.
So we've got 4 kids. Do the police come?
Yes.
Do the police make any kind of arrest here?
No.
All right, tell me about your getting into the car. What happens?
I got in her car and parked it around the corner and knocked out the windows with a shovel.
Boy, you travel with a lot of instruments. Did you take any items out of the car?
No.
Were there any items in the car? Was there a child seat in the car?
A child seat, yes.
Okay, and what happened to that?
I'm unaware. So when I left everything in the car and I went home to change. When I get to my house, my cousin calls me and tells me that the police is over there. So that's what made me come back. When I come back, that's when everybody said something about her purse gone and all that. I never knew nothing about that.
All right. How come you're not suing her for the scratch to your face?
Because she got the marks from me biting her, and it was a fight. I wasn't going to sue her for our fight. You know, that
okay.
I didn't think that was nothing to sue her for.
Not yet. All right, Chelsea. You two are going to have it out at the gas station.
Correct.
Okay, now this how I really have.
Let's go to a mic.
I'd rather use this one.
Think it's safer over there? On the 15th, that Sunday, you're in the car with Antoinette. She shows up with your sister. What happens?
Me and her, we was on our way to church, and I'm pumping the gas, and Chelsea, she pull up, you know what I'm saying, because she was stalking the area, you know what I'm saying, just
all right, she pulls up.
And then Chelsea, you know what I'm saying, she reaching for the car door, you know what I'm saying, and she scratched her through the window, you know what I'm saying, so,
okay, so the first scratch is by Chelsea to Antoinette.
Yep.
And what are you doing?
You know what I'm saying? I was pumping the gas, I'm like, man, go on with all that.
Okay, you're pumping the gas. At some point, you put the pump down?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, I put it down.
I know what you're saying, but say it.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? But they swinging. I don't want to get hit, you know what I'm saying? So
He wanted to see what
you
he
didn't
saw.
want to get hit.
No, because they whoosh, 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 like that.
Defendant Antoinette Jones admits to breaking out the plaintiff's windows as a response to her threat, but denies stealing any of her belongings.
What about the kids in the back seat?
Okay, all right, it's how it happened. Okay, they boxing, and Chelsea was hitting on top of the head at first, this and that. Then y'all got up, then Chelsea, boom, you know what I'm saying, ran against the Cadillac that broke the window, and the glass went on all the little kids, you know what I'm saying? We was on our way to church.
What happens is there's a fight, the first hit is scratched through the window.
Yeah.
She's telling her to get out of the car. She then gets out with the club, and the fisticuffs begin.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
She then drives off with the car, and the next time you see Chelsea's car is the windows are out of it.
Yep.
Jimmy, what would you have done? It was Father's Day. What would you have done, Jimmy?
I would have been at church.
Yeah, I know we was on our way. We was on our way.
Which is where you should have been.
On our way, she stopped us.
No, but what you arrest somebody for endangering those kids.
Someone would have definitely been arrested.
And that would have been the person who endangered the kids, I assume.
That's right.
And that would have been the person who hit the windows out.
Yes, Judge.
Yeah.
All right. This is an action for damages as a result of a fight. And the issue is whether or not you can recover for all of the things that you allege were either lost or stolen or damaged. You talk about the purse and the contents. You couldn't find them in the car when you got the car back after the windows were shattered. An iPhone, a stroller, and a car seat. And you talk about the damaged property, the car windows, and the alignment, and you allege that you've got total stolen property of $962 and total damaged property of $1,600.
Correct.
Now, as far as I'm concerned, we have receipts for various items and damaged property. They're not what you allege specifically, but what I'm going to do is when you, Antoinette, damaged that car, you didn't have the right to do that. The fact that she assaulted you is not justification for you to then turn around and damage property. The fact that you felt that she was going to threaten you or was threatening you by threatening to knock the windows out in your house doesn't give you justification to knock out the windows in her car.
Right.
Therefore, my verdict is going to be on the plaintiff's behalf for the damage to the car windows in the amount of $740 plus tax. With respect to the items that were in the car, the defendant is saying that she didn't steal that stuff. The stuff is gone. As far as I'm concerned, I'm going to reimburse you because there was a theft here and it was due to her action. As far as I'm concerned, you, because of your dilly-dallying, have created a problem that is only going to escalate. You have a child with this woman. You are to respect her as the mother of your child. And part of respecting her is to let her know that you're not with her, that you're with other women.
I'm not with you. I'm with her.
All right?
That's fine.
Get it?
I understand.
Get it? You leave his girlfriends alone. And if she had sued for injuries to her face, I would have awarded them on her behalf. But she didn't do it, and you're lucky. You started the assault. You should have been charged with assault. You met her there for the purpose of having a fight with her. They're in that car with those kids ready to go to church, and you're setting it up so you can beat her up. All right? You better watch what you're doing. The fact that you're the mother of a child doesn't give you the right to assault every woman he dates. You're lucky that you got the damages because she went too far. But at the end of the day, you better act like a mother, take care of your kid, and stop worrying about who he's sleeping with, because right now that's his business. And as far as you're concerned, you better keep him in line or let him go, because this is going to happen to you as well. And you get your act together and be clear with the women you're with. So ordered.